such an asshole.
Oh, why me? Why me, God? What are they doing here? What do they want? They want books. Yeah, but why me? Because you sell books. It's a TV show called Black Books. It's my favorite. Aside from Hogan's Heroes, is my favorite. Hi, Cappy. I'm a young manufacturing engineer, and I have been lucky to form a great group of work buddies right after college. Even though we've all moved to different companies over years ago, we still get together on the weekend for cards. One of the guys recently announced that he is changing careers to life coach. I get that engineering isn't for everyone and the occasional wrench turning isn't glamorous, but I make $70,000 salary after 3 years of mostly technician work, and he was in a similar situation. He has since been reading self-help and philosophy. Okay, so he's not square. Like, I've never read a self-help book. Okay, largely in due part to my finance background. I knew how to manage my finances. There wasn't a lot of the wooey wooey wowie woo BS. I could not afford to read The Secret. And I kind of knew, like, yeah, this is what we got to do. And if you come from a truly disadvantaged background, or you're trying to improve this particular spot in your life and you don't know where to start, absolutely. There is nothing wrong with self-help books, unless you don't do what's in them. So I'm all for, like, yeah, get early retirement extreme by Jacob Lund Fisker. Pick up Dave Ramsey's book. Pick up one of my book, but do what's in it. All right, I'm all for it. But the concern I have is where, like, I'm going to read a bunch of self-help books and then I'm going to become the next Tony Robbins. Like, wait a minute, excuse me. It's like when these girls are all effed up in the head and the bipolar because they don't have a stable family. We don't need fathers anymore. And they're on a bunch of drugs. What are they majoring in college? I'm going to major in psychology and tell the people how to think. And I even looked it up one time. The number of psychologists that have mental illnesses and are on some kind of psychotropic drugs is higher than the public. I don't think, until you get your life squared away and have years of experience on top of it, or you went through some truly traumatic, like you're a survivor of the Hotel Saigon. No, not Saigon. Hotel. What was the one northern one? Da Nang? No. Ho Chi Minh City? What was the north one? Why can't I remember North Vietnam's capital? You lived in the Gulag Archipelago. You're Viktor Frankl. Oh no, kids. I graduated with engineering, made $70,000 a year. Let me tell you about the pain and agony, kids. You don't know what you're in for, man. Fully funded health care, financial stability, eat now whenever you want. It's kind of like, wait, are you even sincere about this? Another group of people I just don't trust is like seminary graduates. People graduate with their degree in divinity. And at 24, 25 years old, they're going to lecture me about God and the afterlife and morality. Like, hey, kid, I'm going to rip off the one pube you got in last week, and you're going to go back to look like a 12-year-old. No, I don't. What is his life experience? And no offense to you younger guys, but what's a 20-something guy? What is he going to tell some 58-year-old guy? What? So I just smell BS on this. And if the guy thinks, I want to become a life coach, I didn't sign up for this. I just accidentally what? People listen to me and they're sick and tired of being lied to by their parents and elders. All right, here you go. And F you, by the way. Oh my God, he's great. I never went out, I want to be a life coach. Like, those are the last people you want to take advice from. He has since been reading self-help and philosophy, so my hope is he ends up practicing stoicism and minimalism. Well, that's fine. If there's nothing wrong with reading look, Your parents and your teachers and the Democrats and the media and Disney ain't going to help you, right? You're going to need self-help books of the harsh red pill angry variety. But the solution is, well, I'm going to be a self-help. No, go do what's in the books. Now work out and go get a real job. He's already got a real job. I don't know. Go get in a fight, in a ring, something. And practice stoicism. That's fine. Control your money, but don't just now go out and repeat and regurgitate the thing that was in the book. Realistically, he probably leans towards becoming a dude bro millennial. Maybe I'm stuck in the sunk cost fallacy mindset regarding my own career, but I don't want my friend to throw his financial life away. Well, okay, I understand, and he's your friend, but let me give you a short, quick one here, kid. And maybe you will, and hopefully you won't waste 10 years of your life like I did trying to do this. Don't try to convince people otherwise. Half the damn reason I charge money for asshole consulting is so that people pay the F attention. I don't care if they follow my advice or not, because I got paid. I know it's hard when it's family and loved ones, especially your friends, because it's like, hey, my buddies, the people not my family who I choose to hang out with. You're just going to have to let them go, man. So, say your piece once and then just let it be. But I don't want my friend to throw his financial life away. It may be pretentious of me, but I want to try steering him towards better life choices. You can, but he's not your kid. He's not you. So tell him I think that's a dumb idea and da 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 da. I mean, it's not the worst. It's not like he doesn't get his engineering degree back. I mean, he can always go back work engineering. I mean, and in one way, I'm kind of for like, okay, buddy, if you think you can do it. I mean, this might be the next Tony Robbins. Hey, pleasant things and big chin with nice teeth. Oh my God, he's brilliant. Give him all the money. Do you think my buddy is a lost cause or am I overreacting? A little bit of both, yes and no. I think he is a lost cause. I think you're overacting a little bit, but not too much because you're young and idealistic. Obviously, nothing has happened yet, but I can't imagine becoming a life coach will bring him any positive results down the line. Maybe I'm being paranoid or controlling, but this has been stewing in the back of my mind, and I don't know how to process it. A video response would be best. Sincerely, a factory working agent in the field. Well, I appreciate the email. So I had a couple more questions. I said, well, is he going to give up his career in engineering to do so, or is he just going to pursue it part-time? And what exactly are his credentials to be a life coach? The guy says, yes, he has already quit. Oh, my goodness. And has been very confident about not going back. Honestly, I don't know anything about the life coaching industry. There's nothing to know about it. It's kind of like psychologists light. You don't need a degree. Some people are genuinely like warranted, legitimate, authentic. I would consider Viktor Frankl. I don't know if he ever did a speaking circuit. Dale Carnegie, I guess, would be another one. Somebody worked and did something in their life, put in the dues, and was not known. Like the Kardashians, another example. Like, what did they do? Nothing. They're just known. They're famous for being famous. There's no genuine life journey or experience that galvanized them into an experienced, knowledge, wise individual that has an insight that you don't. So there are some legitimate people. Some people can be inspiring and help people to motivate their employees. I mean, also keep in mind, employees are sheep and corporate work is just skullduggery. It's painful. Here you got a motivational speaker and your average 98 IQ moron with his degree in business administration or her degree in HR is going, oh my God, he inspired me. All right. If you're happy and it gets more work out of you, fine. But then I remember these kids. I don't know. Do you still have these speakers come into you when you were in high school? Hey, kids, don't do drugs. Or were they even lampooned it? Live in a van down by the river. Those people, who the hell were these people? Were they just let out on prison release? And the only ones that are like legitimate are the ones accidentally, like me, Rolo, I'm trying to think of the regular, not just the Rule Zero guys. Even Donovan Sharp, he sold mattresses. He had a real life. You know, I worked in banking. Roll was in booze. I'm just trying to think who else. Thor. Here's a man with experience. He was a lineman, raised a family, had children. Wife unfortunately got in a horrific accident. Now he has to take care of her. I listened to that guy before I listened, and he just, well, here's the internet. Maybe some young guys would like to learn about becoming a lineman and being an old man and working out. He didn't plan on it. Like, oh my God, I heard the speech. No, I want to go become a speaking person, and I don't have my life together. You know, Thor is more than twice the age of your buddy. I'm going to listen to him. By the way, if you want to donate to his medical costs for his wife, please do look up Thor Missy GoFundMe. They could use it. He's okay. So honestly, yes, he's already quit and has been very confident about not going back. Honestly, I don't know anything about the life coaching industry, so I told you. Here's oh my God, but he's mentioned getting certified soon. What fly-by-night scam school is this? Certified in life coaching? Dude, this is exactly, let me tell you a story. Now, I'm going to tell you a story. Now. So I taught ballroom dance. I learned ballroom dance by going to the dance clubs and picking up dance moves and dancing with thousands of girls for thousands of hours. And then I just went to the local community ed program like, hey, I would like to teach tango. I'd like to teach swing. And I say, cool. Send us a proposal. I don't even think they checked to see if I knew how to dance. They just said, okay, show up at this time. Here, all right, thanks. And then a friend of mine, she was into Pilates. So she was also into dance, but she did Pilates on the side as well. And she's like, oh, what do you think I should teach Pilates? I'm like, I can line you up with all the people. I had a list. God almighty, I probably even printed off the list. I said, here, call these nice ladies over the community ed departments of all these different districts. Tell them I sent you. Go online, see if they offer Pilates classes already. If they do, don't offer because that would interrupt that person's class. But yeah, just, go and just search the ones that don't have it and offer it. And she just had it in her head that like, well, I don't know if I could teach. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like you're like seventh level Buddhist Zen master of the Pilates. I don't know. They have ranks, I guess. She was really good at it, however really good is. And she's like, well, I'd like to get some training. I'm like, the training is you doing the class. Now you just do the class now. And she went to some kind of institution that taught her how to teach Pilates. I like what? And then she never did go and offer the course. I remember asking, like, did so and so follow up? Did it? No. Did you? No. What the hell was the conversation for? What was going to the class for? You don't need. And so this. Do you want to take a life coaching course from a guy that didn't know just how to put his life wisdom together to save you pain and agony that he went through? Do you want someone that needs their hand held to become a life coach so they go to the Life Coach Institute of America? Oh. There have also been some web classes he mentioned, but I don't know if that was for a previous side goal of his. Does he even have a website? And what institution is giving certificates in life coaching? Great questions for reading up. I'll ask. So here he is. I was able to get the answers from my friend. He told me he will be working part-time for an actual stable income. All right, good. Thank God. I wish him the best. Maybe he'd love it. Maybe he's great. Maybe he inspires people to do great things and not bump themselves off. I wish him the best, but I'm not listening to no 27-year-old kid. Well, I got my life coach certification. Oh boy, good for you, Skippy. Tell me how I should live my life. Meanwhile, I'm going to go talk to the 23-year-old bimbo who just got her master's in counseling, and she's going to tell me what's wrong with me. as she cries herself to sleep, pounding down a bottle of wine and sleeping pills to end the pain. Not because she's ending herself, but because she just can't stand her life and is so depressed. Any other self-declared experts want to tell me? Anyone else want to tell me how to live my life? But reconfirm engineering isn't for him. Maybe he just hates engineering. Okay, cool. Maybe he's going to join a peace. What do they call it? I'm running off and joining a combine. No, confines. Those hippie girls. I'm running off and joining a campus or what? What? A cult? Not a cult. A co-op. What were they joining? When asking him what exactly a life coach was, he says it was to bring out the best in people so that they live more fulfilling lives. Oh my God. Maybe like some motivational therapy. He said there were organizations hiring and that had connections, infrastructure, and outreach. Okay. If there's a network with this school and the courses he's taking, fine. This certification thing just sounds like BS. And the people that have the network, I'm like, we want you to go speak over here. Guarantee you taking half. They're taking half. Maybe like some motivational therapy. Said there were organizations hiring and that had connections, infrastructure, outreach, etc. So he would not be on his own. The organization in question is the International Coaching Federation. Okay, I could see this. I hate to use the word legit, but I could see some veracity and authenticity and value if they're like, yeah, we need you to go speak to the middle school circuit. We need you to talk to the prisoners. We need, okay, I could see if they got networking. Quick glance to the website seems to outline training and accreditation as well as a portal network. Of course, there's also an annual membership of 245 years. That's not bad. I you don't need a life coaching school, but having a guild, I like how they call it the federation. That's a little bit more. I like that. Hey, do you want to come in? We could get you to, but just the whole premise of like, well, I'm going to dedicate and become myself a life coach, and you're not some grizzled old 80-year-old Vietnam vet. Like, no, Bucky, your pubes just came in the mail last week. Shut up. All right. I thought this was some kind of like $12,000 over 2 years and you get an associate's in life coaching. This just sounds like they go through some basics. They have a network. Okay. He did reassure. So he's not blowing his money. So, all right. He did reassure me that he has a decent amount of savings to fall back on and that he isn't merely following his passion, even though he is very set on doing this. Again, thanks for doing your time. All right. Let him do his thing. Just let him do his thing. She wants to go to Ashbury Haight and go to San Francisco in the summer of love. Let her do her thing. Just let him go. Let him do it. And then I don't know. Maybe he'll be happy with it. But it's not you. You've already spoke your piece. You express your concern. You have done your obligation. Going any further would be overreacting. Just let him go. And there's nothing wrong with. You can't have a bunch of engineers. So what? You got a weird goofball in your group. Fine, you need him. And then if he falls flat on his face or doesn't make the money, then he can always go back to engineering. I just think this is the biggest cop-out ever. I'm going to join the Merchant Marines. Okay, I could see that. I'm going to join the military. All right, there's work there. It's tangible. You're going to do some. You're going to see some. I want to go and help bring out the best in people. I'm sorry. Are you a liberal white girl from the suburbs with rich parents? You are? Okay, well, start identifying so we know. All right. Link below is, I was like, the only thing that makes sense is not to major in life coaching. God, heaven help us if there's schools offering degrees in life coaching. Get my book below called Worthless, The Young Person's Indispensable Guide to Choosing a Right Major so that you don't become a life coach at 20. Nonstop trade, $2. Cappy's life coach course promo code 2 ahead of time. Hey, Paul, what's up, buddy? Hey, everybody. This is the contractor I was telling you about, the old man contractor, dumbass contractor. That's his website. Click on his channel and go subscribe. Paul, what are you at? Hang on, let me look you up because you were at 200. I think we got you up to 4. Bear with me. Yeah, don't become a life coach. Go become a plumber, and Scott will tell you how to do it. And I'll tell you this: any trades type of questions, ask him first. I know some basic stuff like pay stuff. I can look up stuff you can look up. Talk to him. All right, let me take a look here. 473. Yeah, Paul, if we get you up a little, just double your enrollment here or subscribers, and you could be monetized, but you're going to have 4,000 views. Scott writes for 10 generous dollars. Congrats on 100,000. No problem, man. 78 people. Go subscribe to Scott here. 8191, $5. How close are we to a greater economic crisis, worse inflation, and the replacement of the US dollar as the world's reserve currency? How close are we? I don't think we're that close to an economic crisis. I just think it's going to be slow, continued decay. And I don't think there's any country out there that's going to replace the US dollar as the US currency anytime soon. If there's a problem, it might be with Russia launching nukes. But I just see a slow general decay. I don't see I think we're going to be excited with 1% GDP. We're going to be, in 10 years, we'll be like Canada. In 10 years, Canada would be like France. In 10 years, France would be like, I don't know, what's a crappy European country that no one likes? France. So yeah, I don't think it'll be a crash. I could be wrong. I don't know, but I just, Nonstop Dre, $2. Cappy's dog beating course coming soon. Promo code PETA. Yes, do not beat dogs. Discipline dogs, do not beat them. All right, that's it. So there you go. I wish your buddy the best, but yeah, don't worry about it. We'll see you guys later. Toodles.